I think people have been fed this idea that driving is right, that everybody deserves a car, and that everybody should be able to drive wherever they like. I think everybody should be able to walk wherever they like, rather than have to be guided by the movement of cars around them. The car culture has just become so normalised and ingrained in us now that it's really hard for people to think otherwise. I get public transport everywhere, and a lot of people will completely disregard a journey if they can't make it there by car. I'm involved in Stop Green Londoners. We're a non-violent direct action campaign in London, raising awareness about the toxic levels of air pollution in London. London has some of the most polluted streets in the UK. Every year in London, nearly 9,000 people die due to bad air quality, and around 50,000 people within the UK die a year due to bad air quality. And that's a study that came out of King's College London over a series of years, measuring different areas around London and around the UK. We're doing these repeated protests because we think the government's prevaricating, it's not doing enough. It's a really urgent situation and they're not taking it seriously. And there are so many alternatives out there, whether you're talking about ultra-low emission zones, additional charges, which are actually coming in, to be fair, diesel scrappage schemes, things that are being implemented in so many other cities worldwide, and yet for some reason London's still so far behind. Yeah, we quite frequently get water thrown at us, just general kind of verbal assault, you know, a lot of swearing. Very occasionally do people actually cheer and say, "Hey, good job." Most of the support comes from fellow cyclists. I think one of the really silly things that comes up in these actions is the amount of fellow drivers who aren't actually being obstructed, who feel it's necessary to haul abuse at us when we're not blocking their road. You know, they're still free to drive where they want to go. But simply by association, by being a driver, they feel attacked. I don't drive. I also don't like really getting the public transport in London though, because it's not that nice. The buses are fine, but the underground is so toxic. So what you really need to see alongside diesel scrappage schemes to get cars off the road is real investment in public transport infrastructure. Otherwise nobody's going to change. You know, they need to want to get public transport. The cost of the tube is ridiculous. I live just outside London, on the outskirts, still within zone 6, but it costs me £3.50 just to come in one way. So that's one trip in, one trip out, that's £7, which is a lot of money. You go to Barcelona, each trip is €1, wherever you go. It just makes so much more sense.